What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I apologize that I've been slacking. Holidays got me all busy, and then this thing showed up in my life, and it's been nothing but entertainment. I don't want to get too much into this because this video isn't RC related stuff. However, if you want to see RC stuff, I'll gladly add that along with all my other stuff, so we can have the interview thing I'm starting to do, interview, podcast, whatever, regular car stuff, and I'll even throw in RC stuff. I don't care. If you guys want to see it, let me know. I just got onto this RC journey, and we're getting better at it. Quick story, and then we'll get back to regular stuff. Got it a few days ago. Dad and I were playing with it. Impossible to drive. I'll throw in a clip, a video I took of Dad trying to get this thing down a road or a parking lot, really. And it's borderline impossible to drive, but hilarious. So we'll throw that in right now, and you guys can watch that real quick. Oh my God. Watch it.
What do you mean? Like, this is not easy. Okay, so what if we try to roll into it?
All right, so now that we're back from that, I want to say I've been playing with it the past few days. Got it working really well. I have yet to take it out on a road that's dry enough for me to go past 30 feet. 8 feet? I'm sorry. This is probably 8 foot. We'll get there. You can see we got a burnout and my Crocs. Thanks, Emily. I love them. We got a burnout, and you can see, you know, if you can kind of follow it a little bit. Things going pretty straight. So we're on the up and up on that deal. I don't want to get too far into it because this channel isn't RC stuff, but it could be. If you want to see RC stuff, I'll gladly throw it in there. Like I said, what this video is really about, that thing. Would you look at that? Got rid of the wood, got some square tubing, so that way we got the body can rest on it. And I don't know if this is normal to you guys yet, but yeah, we cut the firewall out, floor out. Frame is getting welded back together. That's actually what we're going to tackle tonight. And I got a seat in there. So the frame's going back together. We used this little handy dandy pointer tool up here. We found a bunch of diagonals on the frame that we like to use, and took measurements with a tape measure, used diagonals, and we're happy. This thing is straight and square, and we are going back together with it, and that's exciting. I'm happy about that. Things are gonna be A-okay. And with that being said, look at that, we got a seat in there too. Look at that bad boy. I'm gonna attempt to get into it right now, but it's a, you know, you kind of get the idea of where the seat's going to be. Probably going to be a little further back from me, and then I'll make a whole different seat setup for Emily when she drives. We'll be able to move it forward. I'll have a nice brace bar for the back seat. For the back of the seat, it's going to be really nice. Mind you, this is going to have 2 front seats because I like to run this thing on alcohol, so I don't need an intercooler, at least so I think. and I don't need a water box or anything like that. So run this thing on alcohol. It's not really going to be, it's going to be a street driven car, but not far distances. I'm not hopping on the highway with this thing, so I'm not worried about fuel mixing with the oil and all that stuff you normally do worry about. It's a stock bottom end LS deal. I'm not worried about that at all. That thing goes, I will pay another $400 and get one to my house next day, and we'll throw that back in and put all the goodies in it and go from there. So that's it. That's where we're at. I'm actually going to try to hop in this seat and go from there. And then probably we'll start welding on this thing, and we're going to have a good little video. So hope you guys enjoy. All right, so real quick before I get going on this video, let's try to climb in this thing. I don't have exactly the perfect idea on how to do this. I think I'm going in the front windshield. That is for sure what I'm going to do. We're going to swing one leg over. And I wish I was taller. This is not a crack activity, I don't think. All right, we're in. All right, so now, gotta take my wooden seat mounts. Flop my butt in here. Yeah. So, I guess we'll do a quick little layout. Pedals are more than likely gonna be over here. Steering wheel over here. Vroom vroom. Because we had transmission in here. It's gonna be up a little bit ways. Pretty much going to have the drive shaft kind of in this area, right in between this seat and the other seat, but it'll be a bunch of loops and stuff. So if anything decides to break, drive shaft's not coming through and taking out anyone. We're going to be real safe about that. And then passenger seat over here. And that is kind of the quick little layout of this thing. And eye level for me, I'm kind of looking just... I guess that's about what I can see. So extend that out. View is kind of a little bit iffy right now, but we'll work with it and get it where we need to be. So I'm sitting in my truck, and that's exciting. We're nowhere close to even putting a seat in this thing, but I'm still sitting in there, so I'm cool with it. This kind of gives me an idea on feel, and I enjoy it. Big fan. So that's what we got going on. We're going to hop in this video. We're going to start welding this thing up, cutting up. Oh, also the back of this thing's gone. I don't know if that's been talked about. I don't remember where I left off in any of these videos, but frame shortened, the back of it's cut off, and it's getting welded back up. Got a bunch of chromoly coming, so I can start building the rear section of this thing and start rolling on this thing again. Holidays kind of took us out for 2 weeks, just got super busy, and we are ready to hit 2022 really hard with this thing and hopefully get this thing rolling by spring. So I'm going to stop talking, and we are going to get to welding, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so we've entered the making room for oil pan portion of this. And you've been doing some measurements, so what did you come up with?
Kind of a close to center. It's 530 from the outside of the bolt to the outside of the bolt to here. We know the pan by the website is a 1121, so we're going to go 12 inches across. And gives us a little bit of room for the pan. We're going to put the engine's going in the direct center of this. So, direct center of the chassis. So all we tried to do was give ourselves something to cut. 12 inches wide. It's going to be 1/4 inch plate, kind of for strength. And so we're going to lose a little of that width. So I went a touch wide to accommodate for the 1/2 inch loss for the 2 pieces of 1/4. you could plate it and do it with a piece of moly, but I just, for the street application that we talked about, I'd like to have this durable. You're never going to sneak a pan between these A-arms anyways, because we've taken 5 inches out of the center. So there's no sense in making anything removable because nothing's coming down between the A-arms. So trim down to clear the top of the stock A-arm. The tubular ones will definitely clear. And we're going to make this wide enough where you don't ding the pan trying to get the thing in and out. So we'll cut it up and see how it goes.
And we don't have to worry about, like you said, we don't have to worry about dropping it down because the engine program we're running, it's more or less just going to have to come out afterwards anyways. So now we've entered the part where we start cutting. So you've been busy cutting for a little bit, and tell us what you got.
I got something in my eye. That's what I got. So as we spoke, center within about 1/8. Kind of swung off the flaps of the nuts. All I'm trying to find is a center reference to cut out for an oil pan. An oil pan that'll probably never make it down here this low because of the crankshaft center line, but it kind of took all the space I could, just so there's space around the engine, space for the starter, space for oil filter, whatever the case may be. It's really rough cut. Tubular A-arms will eliminate this larger radius, even though we are above it. So symmetrically, it doesn't look right. You got so much more showing here than here. It's like I cut it in the wrong spot. But if you look at this little shelf, there's about 1 inch more over here than there is here. And that's because I don't think since 70, and you guys can tell me about the older cars, but any car I've ever done this with or worked on, the motor's never in the center of the car. It's over about 1 inch, whether it's to give it driver space, steering box space. I don't know what the engineers were thinking, but the engine's never in the center of the car. In this particular case, it will be. So we're gonna have this kind of lopsided appearance, but it is yet within 1/8 inch of center. So this is just a grossly cut hole to fit an oil pan. We'll box this in with all 1/4 inch plates, so we're gonna lose a 1/2 inch overall. And then we'll probably trim off this bottom with another piece of 1/4 so it's all square. This was cut prior to this procedure. it got notched for some reason for an LS or something in its stock configuration. And then when we brought the frame together, this became a problem. So I'd like to put a piece in here and make it square so it's all sanitary and parallel. But that is it for now.
So as you can see, after Dad kind of wrapped the video up, we did come in real quick and just put some plates down to get an idea of what we're up against. Obviously, we're going to do one big one, two sides, weld them all together, and it'll probably be. I mean, we're replacing 1/8 inch steel with 1/4 inch, so we're making a big difference as far as strength, and also gaining us a lot of oil pan space. So thank you, Dad, for wrapping the video up. I'm going to wrap this up officially and say thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And in the next video, we are going to be boxing this in and hopefully getting this tube out of here and moving on with other stuff, knocking it out. Some boring stuff, but necessary. I filed this under a little bit boring, but very necessary. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.